Hello and welcome back, everybody. Episode 7 of Norwich Internationals. Woo! Woo! All right, so today we're here with a very special guest, Monika. Hello.
I forgot I need to speak. Hello. Which camera do I wave again? These two. Okay, cool. Hello.
Happy International Women's Day today.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, it is.
Coincidentally.
We're gonna have Monika here, but I only realized that it was like today, so it's
Sure.
such a coincidence. This wasn't planned. Pure coincidence.
Sure.
Yeah,
Our
exactly.
first woman on the podcast, and it's not planned.
true. Yeah. You are our
So
very
much
first
pressure.
woman.
So much pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're our first woman on International Women's Day.
Wow.
How does that
What
feel?
an honor. Nah, I'm joking.
You're setting the standards now.
No, not really. I'm in my comfy clothes now.
Yeah, fair.
Fuck, I drank half of it already. I drank half of the fucking
Apple
apple
juice.
juice already.
Nice apple juice. All right. Yeah, so before we start like getting really into the meat of things, I thought it'd be good to introduce ourselves a little bit. I mean, this, at least for us two, this is the first time we're really meeting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm Raphi. You've probably heard a bunch of stuff from Justin about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a postgrad researcher at UEA. And yeah, I mean, what else is there? Do you have any questions?
I've watched a few episodes, so not so much.
Oh,
I know
okay.
rough bits and bobs so here or there.
Fair enough. Nice.
Oh, yep, fix it.
Oh.
There we go. Didn't see that.
Cool. Well, in that case, you know enough about me.
I'm a Monika. I'm a photography student currently at NUA. I live in London. I am from Poland, but I came to the UK around 2008. So I've been here for a while, and people don't even think I'm Polish, which I love.
Was that when you came here? Was it to Norwich or was it just London?
Outskirts of London, not
Okay,
central.
okay,
That's
okay.
too expensive and too business-like. Nah.
Yeah, fair enough. Nice. And when did you move to Norwich?
Just to study, to be honest.
Okay.
I moved in just as COVID finished, and then I started year zero with Justin when COVID was still a thing. So our year zero was kind of like a bit on and off, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we met basically the first day of university, and what we called year zero, because year zero is basically usually it's 3 years, right? But we're doing, of course, that's 4 years because it's called a foundation year. So that's how we met. We met 4 years ago, and you're doing another thing today, right? I mean, this year.
Another thing today, I don't know.
Well, no, like
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm doing an extra year between year 2 and year 3. It's a year 5 diploma. So it's just like an extra year of work experience of here and there.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. What do you think of photography so far? Like of the course and stuff?
I generally started it with because I came here with falling in love with the module and everything. I read it and I was like, this is the place to be. I never actually came here for an interview, like not an interview, like an open day. I just came here for an interview. And I fell in love with the place, and then I was like, I have to be here, and here I am, studying photography.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I do something completely different. I'm in STEM. I mean, as I said, I'm a postgrad researcher, and I'm doing that in stem cell biology. So it's like
It's completely different
completely
stories.
different and like a completely different work. Yeah, I mean, I came to Norwich around 4 years ago now. I came here to study. Before then, I haven't been in the UK, so my first move was to the UK to study here in Norwich. I must say I quite enjoyed it. I do get that sense of Norwich is my home, you know, and it's like quite nice. Again, after 4 years, it kind of does become your home.
It sticks to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's kind of bittersweet this year for me because I'm finishing my master's in September, and then I'm no longer going to be at UAE. I don't know where I'm going to end up yet. I'm currently applying for PhDs and stuff. I actually, good news, I got an interview today. It's my second interview today, so I'll have like
Are you planning to stay in the UK then?
Yeah, I'm planning
yeah.
to stay in the UK, mainly for a reason that involves like citizenship kind of things. So I am because of Brexit, I have a pre-settled status. I don't know if you're familiar with like
Sorry, could you
how it
repeat
works.
that?
I have pre-settled status. Do you know like
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
status
Yeah.
thing? Basically,
Like a little permanent sign.
yeah. For our viewers that don't know, in when Brexit happened, so 2020-ish, that time frame, when you like came from the EU to study
You
in
need the
in the
specific
UK
permit.
or be in the UK, you could apply for this like settlement scheme, which basically gives you allowance to stay in the UK and study and work here without having the need for a visa. So it's a bit easier because you're basically counted like as a home student, as a citizen and stuff. So I did that. I got that. So I'm currently pre-settled status. But then the condition for settled status is you need to have lived in the UK for 5 years to get that switch from pre-settled to settled. One of the main differences is on pre-settled, you can basically, if you leave the UK for more than 2 months in a 6-month period, I think, you lose your status. And then you can't get that status back, so you need to go through the visa process.
So you're not planning on to stay in the UK. You just want to. You're gonna be on and off.
What do you mean?
Like for you said you're gonna doing the MA and stuff. You're finishing it.
Yeah, it's an MSc. Yeah, that goes till September, and that's full time. But yeah, that settled status thing is the reason why I want to stay in the UK
a bit longer, so you can get it.
A bit longer, so I can get that. Because with the settled status, I can leave the UK for 5 years at a time.
Are you not going to try for a UK passport then?
Well, I'm from Germany, and my government basically doesn't really like dual citizenship, and like my brother applied for it, didn't get it, so I probably won't get it because he's in the same situation. He has settled status, and he has thought about.
You never know. You could try still.
I could try, but the fact that they said no to my brother, who's basically exactly the same settled status and applying for citizenship, they've just said no to his dual citizenship. So, but at least he has that settled status. I mean, he's now moving to New York for his work and stuff. But he has said he won't spend more than 5 years away from the UK, or else he'll lose his status, which is a bit of a drawback, I guess. But that is really my motivation behind staying in the UK, but also because I like the UK.
You like the UK?
A little bit, yeah.
Are you sure this is not a paid promotion?
Exactly.
Just like last episode.
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
Episode, my friend like Paulinus was like, Finland's a great country. You should go to Finland. The education is amazing. No. Yeah, no, talking about visas and stuff. I was offered a what do you call it? Graduate's visa, basically.
Okay,
So
I've heard of those.
Yeah, so after I graduate, I can take the visa. So it's like a working holiday thing where you can stay in the UK for a year, find work and stuff. I don't think I'll apply that because I want to go home. But I've known some other, because it's different, right? Because Asia and like the whole EU thing is different. It's a bit more complicated as well as just like because I'm on the visa tier 4 is what it is, and I think if you want to work, then you get the graduate visa and then blah blah blah. I don't know the details, but I have no intention of like staying here, so I'm not sure. But no, so you're trying to find work. Are you even planning to find work here then, potentially?
Well, it's a PhD, right? So it's further study, but it's paid. So it is kind of like work, and it is like a job, but it isn't job because it's study.
Afterwards, I mean.
Afterwards, I'm not sure yet. I mean, a PhD would be 3 to 4 years, so that's as far as I'm thinking so far, and then we'll see what happens after that. But
do you have a aspiration of what you want to get into? Like, what's your dream job? As cliche as it sounds.
It doesn't really sound that cliche. So I have a particular interest in stem cell biology and neurobiology. So basically working in industry or industrial research, as it's known, for diseases like neurodegenerative diseases, so Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia, that kind of stuff. That's where really my interest lies. Currently, I'm kind of working in neurobiology. I'm working on eye development, for you, in case you haven't heard me chat about this before.
Okay, mate. Roughly, yeah.
Yeah. And in the world of neurobiology and like neuroscience, eyes kind of do count as neuro, even though it doesn't really sound neuro. It kind of all
that
comes
roughly
from
in
the
same
kind of
category.
same type of cell and stuff. So the way we make retina, for example, is by making neural cells first and then making retina out of those. So I'm kind of ready living part of my dream. I'm already in neurobiology. The thing about these two PhD interviews I now have, both of those projects are more disease focused. So they're more about like, yes, it's eyes and optic neuropathy is one. So something that causes blindness and a disease that causes blindness. And then the other one is also kind of disease focused. They're both really cool projects, which is another thing I'll talk about because now I am potentially need to decide between the two. But yeah, really, I want to do something for the world in the sense of researching kind of towards a disease, towards a cure for a disease. I know that also
Hell
might
yeah.
sound a bit cliche. But
No, it sounds quite good. You've got a nice goal. I like that.
So why are you here in the UK? I've always wondered. Sorry, I'm so random as a person. I'm so random as a person.
I was just munching on a cookie.
So why are you
Why am
here?
Thanks.
No, I've known you for 4 years. I've never wondered why you came to the UK in the first place anyways.
You never asked me that.
Okay, well, I'm asking you now.
Oh, okay, thanks.
this is what the podcast is for.
Wow, you gotta take me out to the podcast.
Sorry,
after.
I'm very random. I know that.
Well, my dad found a job here, and there's like a typical family of Polish people migrating to the UK for job. My dad worked here, and then my mum had me and my brother. So my age, she already had me and my brother, and then she just wanted to stay close to my dad, so they moved into the UK, and since then we've been here. And then I had another brother.
What's your ad? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna ask for your address so everyone can pay you a visit.
No.
How's it feel to live in London? Okay, I had bad experience in London, and I'm sure everyone has their fair share of experience in London. See, for people who hasn't been here, I've heard people like, "Oh, I really want to visit London. It's so like." Beautiful, the Big Ben, blah blah blah. Everyone like the guards and the stereotypical touristy stuff,
It is
right?
pretty.
It is pretty, but once you go down to the canal and you see the water, I'm like,
See, I think London is good to like visit, but I wouldn't want to live in London.
No,
I mean,
no.
that said, I have applied for a few PhDs in London, but that's
Yeah, but
just more like
that's a different
applying
case
for
of
stuff.
London, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But like, my impression of London, living in Norwich for 4 years, is like it's fine to visit for like a day or two, but then at some point it just gets overwhelming, and you're like, I need that smaller city kind of vibe. And I mean, I'm someone that is from a town that's 10 times smaller than Norwich, so like Norwich to me is quite big already. London is like huge, of course, but yeah.
No, London for me, you know the phrase, Justin. I've always told you the phrase. I call London stinky. And that's forever it's just stinky. I love London as it looks like, fun, business like, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Move the mic a bit.
Oh.
Sorry,
You're fine, tech
difficulties.
issues. Oopsie.
No. It's just so the mic properly picks you up.
Is it good? Cool.
Yeah.
just speak into this direction.
This-
Yeah.
Okay, this little
That's
device.
best. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, much better.
We should have done mic tests a while ago.
It's fine.
Yeah. No, but yeah, back on London. I've had my fair share of bad experience there. Back in when I was in high school, actually, because we live in. Well, I was in a boarding school, but it was quite like rural. It takes about again like 2 hours to go into London, but like back then I would I would sneak into London whenever I can, because it's so strict. They say, oh, you can only go to this town for one day, in the whole week. You can go into the town only for one day, but sometimes you get like a curfew as well. What time you come back?
Really?
Yeah. So sometimes I would say, oh, I'm gonna come back really late, at like maybe a 9 or 10 ish. But then I'm really just going to London. It's fun, right? Because me and my Hong Kong friends,
That's
we
the
always
first time hearing this.
you only know 50% of me.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
Because going down to London and then we go to Chinatown and stuff like that, it's pretty nice. It's a good feeling because rebels.
Whoa.
But no, like after like in university, you get more opportunities to go down to London. I just find that not fun anymore. It's that sense of breaking the rule that's fun.
Oh,
for
you
me. It's like drinking alcohol, right?
apple juice.
Okay, special apple juice. Let's call
Yeah,
it
there you
that.
go. Yeah. Carry on.
I'm not saying I did it. Not on record. Not on record. But I'm sure a lot of people like doing it before legal age.
Oh, you
It's
feel like
kind
it,
of like
yeah.
you get more of a thrill, right? But then after you've gone to past that, you're like, oh, just check my ID. I am legal now. Blah blah blah. It lost that kind of adrenaline rush when you're like, oh, is this gonna work or not? Do you get what I mean? But yeah, like I went down to London, got my wallet stolen. Not fun. I had my Hong Kong ID in it as well, so when I had to use passport when I go back to my home country, which is really weird. But yeah, it's to me it just felt more and more dangerous now. And the other day when I was watching a show at night in London, like walking home just felt like you feel like a really bad vibe. I don't know if you like imagine like you're walking beside a park. You can feel like shit is about to jump out from the bushes and stuff. That's how I felt. And funny enough, going back to you saying it's overwhelming in London, I do feel that as well. Ironically, Hong Kong is a very busy city as well. I've lived there my whole life. Maybe that's also one of the reasons why I don't feel overwhelmed. But when I come here, I feel more overwhelmed, even in Norwich time to time, despite it being more of a kind of like quiet and like peaceful place.
Yeah.
I guess it's about the people as well, because I'm more familiar with Hong Kong people, obviously, and we're more closed off. Like, we're less likely to interact with each other, so I don't have to worry about someone's going to come up to me and whatever. Exactly. But here, I feel like there's always a chance that someone's going to come up to me and
Not
cause
in Norwich,
trouble.
not in Norwich.
You
I
don't
think-
know. I've had like
There are
strange
stories,
people who
but-
come up, to me. Like for example, one time I was playing basketball, right? This one guy came and I thought, okay, I'll just give you the ball. He wants to shoot a bit. It's like this 60-year-old man like start kicking my ball. Like I said, but then that's you're not meant to kick a basketball because in Cantonese we call it the ball will become pregnant because if you kick the ball like that specific bit will become softer and it will create like a lump thing, right? So I don't want them to do it, but then in Hong Kong, you don't have to worry that sort of stuff, It's kind of weird.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think Norwich is still a very safe.
Yeah, I like
Much more,
thing.
definitely.
Like it's a very safe city. You hear stories about London and other places, and you're like, holy shit! If that happened in Norwich, like it'd be crazy. But yeah, okay, there are a few stories that you hear about like people getting
But
stabbed
it's
at
very rare,
Prince
isn't
of
it?
Wales or whatever. But that's like once every
Yeah.
I don't know, like yeah, once every blue moon. So, I don't know how often those things happen, but they're not often, or else you'd constantly see them in the news or something.
Well, that's another thing I would have mentioned because you don't know whether they're happening. So, for example, there was a period in Hong Kong where stabbings just came out of nowhere. Like this 1 month, we just had like 4 to 5 stabbings case, and it's so creepy. One guy, I don't know, like I'm pretty sure he's mentally unstable as well. Like I saw this video uncensored. I look at some weird stuff on Facebook, uncensored. This dude, as a random attack as well, like pressed this woman down, started stabbing her, like good 20 times, and you can see how brutal he is when it stabs down. And I heard, she died, but her friend died as well trying to defend her, which is kind of ass. But like it all just came out of nowhere. But my friend brought this up recently, saying, Yeah, it's because it's more alarming now, but it's also whether the case that the news is actually reporting these or not. Because yeah, it could be, Norwich. Could be a lot of stabbing happening. It's just a matter of whether they're actually reporting or not.
Yeah, I get that. What I have to say to that is like, yes, things happen in Norwich, and I do avoid certain areas of Norwich specific. So what I mean
areas?
is like at night, for example, I won't just walk down Prince of Wales or Rose Lane, the lane behind Prince
okay,
of Wales.
that makes sense. All the sketchy areas.
Mainly because Prince of Wales is gonna be full of police. All the stuff
The
that
pubs
happens
and
on Rose
clubs, yeah.
Lane won't be seen, and I'd rather pay for a taxi or something if I'm coming home with the train or whatever. I've been out or whatever, and I'd rather take a taxi knowing I'm safe than walk up those two lanes. Right? I know it's a very small risk of anything happening, even if I walk down there. But it's just that's like the one area of Norwich I don't like to be at alone at night.
To me, it's the other way around in London. If I was to be here, I'll just walk around freely, even with my earphones blasting music, which is bad. But I don't. That's what I do. But in London, after a certain time when it's dark, you need to be home,
Yeah.
especially on the outskirts of London. Then that's no good.
Yeah, like it's not bad to be cautious, obviously, especially when like it's sketchy. Which is funny because the other side of me is like, do I really want to spend money on taxi? I'm a cheapskate to a certain degree. Nah, seriously, I wouldn't spend. I would walk 1.5 hours and save £2.
Yeah, okay, but still, like, if it's around your health and safety, I think spending the £7 or £9 that a taxi costs.
Yeah. If it's
is
like
fine.
really, really late, then it makes sense, doesn't it? They're
of
not going to be
course it makes
walking around in
sense,
pitch black darkness.
Yeah. Back just quickly on the subject of London. I mean, we're still on the subject of London. But I've entered this era now, or like this stage of my career where...
The Taylor Swift era.
Whoa!
Not the
Didn't think you were. You don't look like it. Oh,
Exactly, I'm a Swiftie.
let me whip some Taylor Swift out for you.
No, what I was going to say, I'm entering that stage of my career where I do a bunch of traveling for conferences. So, like, for example, I'm going to a conference in July in Germany, but there's now one that my supervisor talked to me about in London that he wants me to go to. So, like, it's kind of strange because now I'm actually going to these places for work, and it's always different because, like, I used to just go for fun or whatever. My brother used to live in London, so I'd spend a weekend at his or whatever, and that's fine. But now I'm like, actually, shit, I need to like work. I need to present my work or whatever. Yeah, I don't know how that will be because like at some points I will just need to take a hotel and stuff, and then the whole thing is like choosing a good hotel and not a sketchy hotel and stuff because there are sketchy hotels out there. Like there's some stories.
So expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's London, isn't it? The central.
Yeah,
so what do you
exactly.
expect?
It's like if you pay like £50 or £60, you expect like an okay room, right?
Yeah. Okay. In the
Okay,
perception.
in the sense is you have a
That's
fucking bed,
Oh, okay. Okay,
a
fine.
bed, and there's no cockroaches, no cockroaches around.
Cockroach. Okay. I'll remember this.
There's a lot of cockroaches in Hong Kong. I fucking hate them. Oh my god, one time I saw a cockroach. This is when I was 15. Sorry, I need to change the topic a bit.
Cockroach.
I was 15. I was living in a flat, right? And I was about to go to school the next day, but then, like, my whole family is scared of cockroaches. So we'd eat my one of our helpers. I don't want to.
Why not?
This bitch flies. Like, okay, so I remember I saw a cockroach on the fucking wall. I was like, shit, okay. And my helper was about to slap it with the newspaper, right? But then it started crawling farther away, and then it started flying. It's like, shit, it's a flying cockroach. I ran into the room. I was gonna close the door, and in slow motion, I saw the cockroaches flying towards me, and I fucking closed the door right before it flew onto me. I'm like, shit. It felt like, a horror movie. But no, I fucking hate cockroaches.
Is this inspiration for your next movie?
Probably.
Next vlog? I want to see it.
Cockroaches. Justin versus a cockroach.
Yeah.
That kind of like a random question, which I think would be just fun to talk about, just popped in my head. which is, what is your most irrational fear?
Irrational.
Define
Or just,
Yeah, I was just gonna say define it.
or just what is your biggest fear?
Biggest fear.
Biggest irrational, whatever word
Do you
want
want
to
to start?
put
And I'll
there.
think about it.
Okay.
Cool.
Cockroaches.
Okay. Depends on
Crawling.
what you say fear. Like fear on something happening or fear on like a physical thing.
A physical thing.
Well, I don't want to burn my foot with it.
Calm down.
Or let's do like a few categories. So
Okay.
I like
I'd
that.
say like animals or insects first.
Okay. I mean, it's given that people are scared of sharks. Let's just okay.
You're scared of sharks?
Yeah.
They're cute.
I'll say okay. I'll say sea creatures first and then land animals.
Okay, go on.
And then insects. Sea creatures, I'm not that afraid of sharks. I used to be scared of gators. Like
Well, what's
alligators.
that? Oh, galliot. Yeah.
But
I can't say the word now.
alligators.
There we go.
But
Not
then
gonna repeat.
afterwards, I saw how scary a hippo can be. And then my fear went to hippo because, you know, like their biting strength is so fucking strong. And these guys are fast, like on land or in water. I've seen this video where like this dude was on a speedboat, and like this hippo just started fucking chasing them. It's like holy shit! It's exactly like the Tarzan. I think it's from Disney where I got this fear as
The
well.
elephant run.
Yeah, there was a Tarzan ride. You know the one on the river. What's it called? Like you sit in the boat and you go around the.
Oh, the ride thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
something like
we know
that.
the gist.
But then the hippo just pops out of nowhere and like opened his mouth. I think that my nightmares started since. Okay, land animal. Well, a land animal is a hippo as well. They run on land as well. To be fair, funny enough, I'm not scared of lions and stuff. They'll be kind of cool to cuddle with, you know.
Eat you alive.
So I see these like TikToks or reels sometimes of like people in Africa that just cuddle with lions and shit. I'm like, how the heck do you do
think
that?
that's
Like,
cute. They're just
how
big little
how is a lion just not eating you? Like, you're food to them, right? So like, yeah. But continue.
I'm afraid of the hornet. A hornet, yeah.
Oh, they're
Fucking
massive,
hell.
yeah. I've
The
seen them.
Asian hornet, fucking hell. I was in Japan. I was in the kind of outskirts of it, right? And I was waiting in line. Now, these Americans, like, they're so fucking brave. Probably the only time I'm praising them. I was queuing up early in the morning for some noodles. Why are you laughing?
Why not?
And then I was sweating, but then I see like this giant ass hornet, probably around this size. To give you context, it's like a thumb size, like a proper thumb. Flew around my head, and I was like so scared. These Americans, they have like the, you know, the fan, the electric fan, right? They literally let me blow it off for you, and you put it on like right beside me. I was like shit. But the thing is flying beside my ear. You can imagine how fucking creepy it is. Like,
Isn't it very loud? as well?
yeah, exactly. It's like a fan beside your ear. It's just creepy. But yeah, hornets are scary to me.
So yeah, hornets. I agree. Are a bit strange, but what freaks me out even more, which is even a tinier like insect, are wasps. And I have a concrete like explanation for this. I was in choirs growing up in my school, and we had this choir trip. And on that trip, something happened with wasps that like scarred me for life. It sounds awful, but like so basically, it was like summer, nice, whatever, wasps and bees were flying around. And this one girl, she somehow got like 5 wasps up her trouser leg, and they continuously like stung her like 20
That
times.
sounds like trauma.
Yeah, I felt so bad for that girl because I'm like being stung 20 times consecutively.
That's something out of a cartoon.
I mean, yes, but I saw this happen like right in front of me, and I'm
So
like,
you're just
holy shit.
traumatized by the viewing.
I was traumatized by not even being stung. So like that is where I think my fear of like bees and wasps and stuff started. So whenever I see a bee in a room, I'll like just walk out and like whatever, or a wasp or whatever.
Have you ever got stung before?
Yeah, I have.
Oh yeah.
It's not that bad, I know, but like there's just this like mental block I have because of that experience that just,
You just
scarred me.
go
Yeah.
freeze mode,
I've
panic
got-
mode.
I've got a couple of bad encounters with bees as well. Yeah, I was gonna say wasp. I don't know. Literally, what's the species called? Is it called Asian, the killer Asian, whatever? Yeah, they're scary. If you like, it's But I had a couple of bad encounters with bee. There's two really memorable ones. One was at school. This bee just started like, I don't know what the fuck it was doing on my neck. Right, it was just here for like a good 15 minutes, but it kind of hurt. It wasn't exactly stinking, but it was like nibbling me.
Stinking or stinging?
Stinging.
Sneaky.
It didn't smell.
Yeah, but then the scariest time, right? And I was in my bed. I was lying down, and you know sometimes when you're lying in bed and you get this like strange feel on your neck, but nothing's actually there. So this is the same. Like I thought it was one of those times where I was like, oh, I just feel something down my neck, but it's probably my imagination. I was gonna brush it, right? But then like there was an intense pain after I brushed it. I was like, holy shit, that fucking hurt. And this is at 2 a.m. by the way. Apparently, a bee stung me, and it was on the fucking wall as well after stinging me.
But don't they die after?
I don't know, like
Bees die.
Yeah, but is it
Wasps
immediate?
don't.
Oh, if it was okay.
they immediately die.
They should
Like
immediately.
within seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird then. Maybe it's a wasp that stung.
Yeah, probably because wasps can sting you as many times, but bees just die
Yeah.
because their like stinger falls out. So
So we killed that shit, and then we brought it to the doctor. I got scammed as well from a doctor.
Of course, you got scammed. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
dude gave me some anti-itching cream and then charged me £30 for it, which in Hong Kong is quite expensive. But yeah, I remember we brought the bee in as well, just to confirm that it's not like
Yeah,
bad.
the corpse.
But again, we were driving at like 3 a.m. trying to find a clinic for it, and like I remember, I've been so scared of insects in my bed ever since. Also, one time I woke up with a spider beside me.
Ah, that's the
me.
worst.
No, like one time I woke up,
Don't
right? There was 3 daddy long legs in my fucking room.
Oh, they are fine.
They're fine, but if you wake up and then they're directly up
Yeah, but you
here-
could just pick them up and break the legs.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Get them out of your life. They don't pay the rent.
Let me just cut their legs real quick.
I don't mind daddy long legs. I think they're funny.
I just don't
They're
like
like,
spiders. in
well,
general.
not funny, but like they're just there. You know, they don't do shit. So, I have an experience. You guys will probably think this is crazy, but to me, I didn't really. It was quite normal, but I went whitewater rafting in the Grand Canyon with my family in 2016, and like the way it works in the Grand Canyon, you just sleep on the sides of the riverbed and stuff, not riverbed, whatever it's called, on the sand basically, and usually it's so warm that you don't need a tent and like the air is clear and stuff. But Grand Canyon has like scorpions, has like rats, has like whatever. And you could literally see like scorpions crawling around and stuff.
Can you take them out the wild, do you reckon, and have a pet like that or not?
I don't know, but like, do you really want to take a scorpion that can like sting you with like
Yeah, but they look.
poisonous venom or whatever?
No, I think they're pretty cool. I would have a pet like that.
Yeah, but like it's so crazy that like we just slept there
Okay, take it.
next to scorpions and whatever else shit. One night, a bat flew into my mom's hair in the middle of the night, and like she woke up and she's like, "Holy shit!" Because the like wings were like flapping on her face and whatever. So it was a bit weird, but like it feels weird saying it now because I'm like, "Holy shit!" There were like dangerous animals there,
And you were just vibing.
and we're just like sleeping there doing whatever.
Hold on, let me take a photo.
Wait, I didn't get the right angle.
It's gonna be viral.
The one thing I will say is that trip, like, I mean, we don't even need to censor this. Brace yourself. Those were the most scenic shits I've taken. Like,
Wow.
yeah. So,
Wow.
so basically, the way it works, everything you take into the Grand Canyon, you need to take out, including your shit and your pee.
Oh.
Oh, like everything with
so
you.
we
You can't
had this
avoid things.
metal like box with a toilet seat attached to it.
Should we just poop in the bag?
Straight up.
Or fertilize the place, right?
Well, no, cause I mean, yes, okay,
Not
fine,
for
that could have
compost.
worked, but like,
For like the plants and shit, no?
A piece of your history is there now.
Okay, never mind.
but yeah,
You carry on.
so those were the most scenic bathrooms, the most scenic shits I've taken. But yeah, I mean, no, I'm not gonna say this. This is too graphic.
Just say it. Just say it.
Go on.
I'm
Where
thinking,
always.
I'm thinking of my best toilet experience right now as well.
What a topic change. What a topic
What
change.
topic change? Animals are scared.
Are you
of
guys
too.
healthy?
No,
When
so
did you last take a poop?
Are we
This
really
is
going to
serious matter.
talk about health?
Oh,
No.
I have a poop story.
No, Justin,
No,
stop.
I don't think the people are interested in our poop story. No,
The
it's
good one.
fine. It's fine. Yeah, I won't say what I was gonna say.
Don't let him go into his stories.
No. I'll just change the topic and then we'll be out of the woods. So what I was going to talk about, I mentioned I have 2 PhD interviews lined up now. They're kind of conflict of interest, and what I mean by that is they're both up in Newcastle, up in the north. But one's like Northumbria University in Newcastle, and then one's Newcastle University. 2 different projects, right? But one of the supervisors, like the primary supervisor of the interview I got today, is the secondary supervisor of the other project I applied for. And I'm like, well, shit. If I get both offers and I can only take one of them is going to be fucked. Like, as
Yeah,
in,
but there's still
one of
good
them
opportunities
won't
you can
get
pick
funding. Yeah, there are good opportunities, but at the same time, it's like, okay, fine, I applied for both. Who wouldn't apply for both? But at the same time, I'm like, did they even talk? Am I just that good? Am I just that good that they're like, holy shit, we want this guy? Which, again, would be amazing. But like,
Fingers crossed.
if I get both offers, I have no clue what I would do. So
Celebrate.
put yourself in my shoes and just give me a little advice on what you think you'd do. This is putting you on the spot a little bit, but say you had 2 PhD interviews in the same town, different unis, same town, but the like teachers or the professors would be the same for both projects. What would you do if you got both offers?
The main thing, I think, is just going with your heart. That's a very like cliche, the most cliche stuff ever. But
Yeah,
you know
but
what?
see-
Go with your heart.
These are both
Sponsored
like
by
really
Disney.
cool projects.
Yes. Let me do that.
Wait. So you mean same person to find like?
So the way PhD works is you have 2 supervisors. One is like your main supervisor, and one is your secondary. And that, but you interact with both.
Yeah.
And one project I have both projects are different first supervisors, but the first supervisor of the second project that I'm interviewing for is the second supervisor on the first project. So she's not first supervisor, but she's second supervisor. So she'd be on both. Yeah, it's a bit confusing.
Well, a question back to you. Why do you see yourself more?
I think
I don't know, because it's the same town. So like, yes, okay, Newcastle Uni I think has better rankings, and the lab's a bit bigger. I might get more out of it, and in the sense of more people to ask for help and stuff, and it's things. But then it's also hard because funding wise, the one in Newcastle Uni is 3 years fully funded. The other one is 4 years fully funded. So it's like a better deal, right? Because it's 4 years of
We'll go for
getting
the better
paid.
deal then.
He's a cheapskate, so he's going for the better.
Just in the cheapskate for the people that didn't hear. Go for the better deal.
Exactly. That's logical.
But what if the better deal is a project I enjoy less?
Go with your heart.
Yes.
Back to the thing. I'll see what happens. I don't think I'm gonna get both offers, mainly because they're bound to talk at some point, and like that one supervisor that's in both projects will at some point find out that I've applied for both.
Maybe
and
they'll
I'm interviewing
help
for
you
both.
like unintentionally if you get one offer, they'll be like, he's more suited for this one.
Maybe,
Even though
maybe.
the offer is better or worse, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe. But like my gut is already like kind of telling me which project I'm gonna lean to. Because one project is like, yeah, the disease focused kind of thing, optic neuropathy, blindness, whatever. But the other project is growing something called assembloids. So with stem cells, we can grow them in 2D or 3D. When we grow them in 3D, they're called organoids. So they're like mini organs, right? And this project, it sounds really cool because you're essentially creating a mini eye in the lab. So some like a basically a ball of cells that can respond to light, that have blood, that have whatever else, and that can then be used for research, which sounds really amazing, and I'd love to do that. And that's what my gut is telling me to do, because it's the more challenging but also cooler project in my head. But then again, they're both cool projects.
Well, again, like, yeah, if your gut tells you one thing, then again, like, your heart.
My heart, my gut.
if you know you're leaning towards one thing, then do that. I was gonna say flip a coin at the end, but you know the saying, like, if you flip the coin, and then if in your head
Second thoughts.
In your head, if you're like hoping for one, then you know which one you're going for. It's just like this.
I got no coins though on me, sorry, bro.
I mean,
Sorry, just-
again, this is kind of early. I still need to prep and do the interviews, right? But like, this is just me thinking ahead about what happened.
Just stressing.
Yeah, just stressing.
Just stressing.
Just stressing.
We're here
like
on a podcast.
normal.
There's no need to stress.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Some,
You may calm down. This is stop. Time out.
I don't do drugs, Justin. You should know
what do
this.
you mean drugs? I'm just brushing my teeth.
You-
So I brush my teeth.
This is a
It
good
looks sus to me.
segue though.
What do I brush my teeth?
No, because you like to smoke.
Okay.
not as in you smoked, as in you made the gesture of smoking. Is it just me, or are there a shit ton of people smoking weed in Norwich, especially
yeah.
like
We
in the
just walked
early
past one.
We
hours?
passed by 2 just now.
2. I thought it was more than 2.
Yeah, okay, yeah, more.
You could definitely sniff it in the air.
Yeah, but like, okay, evening I get, but
Yeah.
like sometimes I'll sniff weed or whatever on the way to the bus stop in the morning at like 7:30, 8 in the morning, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
That means they're having a good morning.
Yeah, but smoking pot at 7:30 a.m.
The
That's
lifestyle.
just British culture, man.
Wow.
No, I think I'm probably gonna get cancelled again.
Oh, cancelled. Are we shit talking?
Well, to me, there's a lot of British people who are quite unstable. To me,
Okay.
as bad as it sounds,
I'm
Do not offend the Brits. We
Yeah.
are in the UK.
we are nice for now.
You don't want to get stabbed or shunned or whatever.
oh well, I can claim insurance.
Yes.
No, but to me, or comparing back home, and this is a pure observation I have, like, jokes aside, I feel like there's a lot more people who are a bit more unstable, no matter on films or actually on the street, right? Because you see so many, like, beggars. Do you call them beggars, or like just homeless people, right? But then they're still smoking stuff. Like, you pass by and you smoke weed, and again, like, this could be just special cases, but I guess you can sum it up as well. But a lot of people in the street does smoke weed, and I think the country's not strict enough on that. Back at home, like, weed is pretty much illegal. You smell it, the cops will come out and arrest you and stuff, right? But then here, I feel like like it's more loose. Like, oh, smell weed, no, it's normal, you know. And I think it's just because that abuse on, like, drugs as well that makes people grow up not in the, you know, you get what I mean? It's like,
Roughly, yeah.
yeah, so lots of people, like, relied on drugs when they're young because you're not going to be able to, well, people don't make the best decisions when they're young. That's given. And maybe it's that, you know, not enough resources to rehab or anything that leads up to this kind of trend of unstable people who are out there. And again, I'm saying this in a very serious note, not like as in a joking way. And I think definitely it's gonna be hard to change the fact, because it takes maybe even like 50 or above years to be able to change something this culture.
It will be a massive change, yeah.
But again, if you look at other countries, like, the general vibe is more positive compared to here. Like, I get it, there's so many people who are dealing with bad stuff, but in the same time, there are other ways to deal with these stuff instead of abusing on drugs, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, but that's the type of person, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but weed is still illegal in the UK, isn't it? Or is it legal now?
No,
I'm not too sure.
I heard it's illegal to sell, but legal to do it. That's what I heard.
All right. I mean, I thought it was illegal. I know, or I believe, I don't know exactly, but I believe they're at home in Germany. They're like, some people are trying to make it legal.
Legal?
Yeah.
I think because from Poland, I'm in a little countryside place.
Yeah.
So if someone was to smoke weed, they'll be like, "Oh my God, let's all smoke weed." Like, well, let's go. Let's just relax
Fair
together, you know.
Fair enough. Yeah, and I mean it's just I asked that because like I've noticed it a lot, and I'm like, fuck me in the morning. It's like early in the morning. Why?
I want fresh air. I don't want weed.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes
Exactly.
sense.
The smell of weed just makes me sick, to be honest.
That's why you convert to edible.
Whoa. Took a turn.
Okay, Justin.
I'm just saying what Raph is doing.
Sharing is caring. You know?
No, I don't do edibles.
Under the table.
That's right.
Nice.
I've got something to say. Back to my poop topic.
Cancel him out.
I think this is a good time to take a quick break.
I need some more apple juice.
We'll be back in a few. Well, you'll hear our lovely music. We'll be back after the break. Enjoy the music, and we'll see you again in a bit.
Nice.
Bye. Justin, some weird stuff.
Bollocks.
Bye.
Oh, cut that out though. Bollocks. Aloha. No poop story. Stop. No poop story.
So Raph is not here.
No poop story. No
Raph
poop
is not
story.
here, so I'm going to say this really quickly. I have a poop story.
Oh my God.
No, I have.
You have 5 seconds.
I have an app called the Poop Map, right? Oh shit, he's back. And me and my friends would log our shits together. So as I was saying.
And sofa.
As I was saying.
Shoes on the sofa.
Me and my friend.
You took the wrong headphones.
How? This is how you treat your co-host, huh?
Yeah, that is right.
Violence.
Save me!
He is kept here for the next 24 hours. You are not allowed to leave this room.
Alright. Konnichiwa minasan. I can't do the same joke choice. Welcome back!
Welcome back, guys. We're back from the break.
What
Hello.
did you do during the break?
I filled up my water.
Healthy.
Yes, I know I'm drinking water.
I refilled my apple juice.
I was
Yeah,
trying
with
to
special
stop this
apple juice.
fella here from talking about his. Yeah.
My
you
poop story, which I'm going to continue right now.
Let's save the viewers.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
for another day. Maybe he'll do it one
exclusive
day.
content.
Yeah,
Follow
exactly.
Our Patreon.
You gotta
Which
pay.
we don't have yet. But yeah, we might set up subscription and for some
My
extra
PayPal
content.
link is in the description.
Yeah, no. Let's not do that.
Okay.
All right. So Monika.
Hi.
Hello. You are now. It's time to interrogate you.
Holy moly. Okay.
So, when was it you moved to the UK?
2007 or 8. I can't remember.
2008. Okay, so pretty long.
We're in 2024 now.
You can do the maths. I can't do maths. That's why I'm in a creative mood.
I should do maths. I'm in science.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
16.
Yeah, 16 years.
17.
No, wait.
17.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just
sure.
gonna nod along in hopes that's right.
17 years.
Well, 2008 would be
You included year.
18. Because 2008 till 2010. Oh no, it's 2 years, yeah. Look, 2008 to
Maths.
2010 is 2 years.
What's 8? Okay.
2010
what's
to
24 minus by
2024
8?
is 14. So 16 years.
Yeah.
Just get a calculator. Do you want a
17.
calculator?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, do the
It's
maths. in your head.
16 years.
But 17. 'cause
This
you
this is a
calculated.
very like long build up to this question, by the
Okay.
way.
Okay, that's fine.
So you've been in the UK for 16 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monika hasn't showered. I'm
Wow.
I'm not
Rude.
stinky. You're stinky.
So 16 years in the UK. Question.
Go on.
After living in the UK for so long, what is like your general consensus of the UK? Do you like it? Do you hate it?
Well, I've practically lived here throughout because I very rarely visit Poland. So
Okay, so you've basically grown up here.
yeah,
Okay.
my Polish, because some Polish people have a very specific accent when they speak in Polish, and I'm like a sponge. I've got a Northern, a Scottish, and Irish, and everything mixed all together. So I don't sound Polish at all unless I speak Polish.
So would you say you've grown fond of the UK then? Because it's like
No.
kind of your home, or not?
I'm
really?
sorry, viewers. No,
Viewers and
No.
listeners.
Sorry, Brits.
I love the people, but Justin. Okay, yeah, the big I know, but yeah,
After graduation,
that's too far ahead.
after graduation, do you have any like seriously like? Do you have any plans of like going to any other country, or do you think you're just gonna settle in the UK then? I just realized I did this shit.
I'll sit here and no. I feel like more of a staying in the Norwich than London. Yeah, that's the conclusion, definitely.
Nice.
Where the people are not. I mean, most of my family's in Poland, but all my friends and everyone's here,
All right.
so it would make more sense.
Yeah, to stay. All right. Yeah.
And I can't speak I speak Polish properly. I can't read and write properly in Polish because I never had the time to properly learn them.
Yeah, I guess you went to an English school, British school.
Without a single word of English, yeah. When I first came here.
Wow. How was that?
And now it's the
That
other
was
way
so
around.
fun. Now it's the other way around.
No, but I get the sense of like losing your home language after being so long over here again. I talked this last episode as well. I said, yeah, after being here 7 years, I'm starting to forget how to write, as well as how to some certain words I just forgot how to read. Chinese is such a hard language, but yeah, you're not in the atmosphere or like in the,
The culture's different.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you're not using the language daily, you're gonna start slowly forgetting. Which, when I was young, I thought that's impossible because how can you forget one thing after you learn? But yeah. Like once you get old, the more you forget.
Yeah, exactly. And it's harder to learn.
Memory fades. No, I get that. I agree. I mean, I do have German friends and like speak German quite regularly, but my parents is another thing where they kind of highlight everything that I say that's like wrong in German.
Yeah,
And,
like the same thing.
That kind of like shows me how not bad my German has become, because it's not bad, but like how I haven't really spoken it that much or studied it like I did in school and stuff. So it's kind of deteriorated a bit, if that makes sense.
I feel kind of ashamed actually, because like you can't like.
I agree on that. I know what you roughly
Because like once I go home, and then I just like, oh, what's the word in Chinese? I can only say it in English, whereas it should have been the other way around, right? But at least I'm not as bad as a certain someone, not naming names.
So here's a question. Do you think in English or do you think in Polish?
Both.
Or a mixture? Or for you, that'd be like Cantonese and English. For me, German and English.
I do a bit of both, but the more I'm at home in London, because at home I speak Polish most of the time, so I'd think in Polish, but when it comes here, I just think in English.
Because for me, it's also both, but at the same time, technical difficulties.
Shit.
The first time.
Oh, okay, I see. Sorry for playing with them.
What I was saying, for me, it's the same. I do think in a mixture of both, and I've kind of noticed that at work, like when I work in the lab, because like we are a very international lab. We have a few Germans, an Austrian, yeah, they are technically.
Watch out, Brits!
And then
The histories are
like
beaten.
we have an Italian stuff. So
Sorry, what? Sorry. What history do you refer? What history are you referring to?
Nothing.
Okay. Let's
Nothing. Sorry.
just
They wanna
forget
Cut
that.
it out.
Something we don't.
Cut it out.
No, we're not cutting anything
No,
out.
no. Ignore that.
No,
That was just a random for Carry on.
So yeah, I was saying in the lab we're quite international. But like there are moments where I'm like talking to someone else comes up and starts speaking to me in English, or what I'll do with like the German people in the lab is we'll start speaking in German, randomly switch off to English, and then randomly switch back to German, and my brain's like processing, and it's like, what the fuck's going on right now? Like, why are you trying to speak two languages at once? But it's those moments where I'm like, where I become more aware of like how I think and like what's really going on in my head, being like, shit, what's this word in German and what's this word in
Yeah, but it makes sense when you're like switching languages and someone understands that, doesn't it?
Of course, yeah. But then also there are moments where like I know a word in German, but I don't know in English, and I'm sure you guys have like similar
course.
moments where you're like, shit, what is this word? Or you know the word in English and you forget it in your own language, and you're like, what the heck? Why can I speak properly?
But there's also like different expressions. Like for example, there's a phrase in Cantonese that's called gayao, and in Japanese it's gambare. But then in English you don't really have a word for it. So it just means work harder. Like for example, if you're cheering on your national team, right? He's like, "Oh, work hard." You wouldn't say work harder, but you know, you're cheering on someone. That's the base. Like, that's how you use the phrase. But I couldn't really find like the expression of that in English. So that's another aspect to get into as well. It's just different languages can express different stuff. There's a word in Japanese which I relate to a lot. It's I don't know what it is in Japanese, but it just means my mouth is feeling lonely. Which means I gotta eat time to time just to
That
feel
sounds
the
very
loneliness.
sus. That sounds more better in your language.
Probably. I mean, that does sound very relatable as well. My mouth does feel lonely sometimes, and I'm like, shit, I need to eat. I'm hungry.
Meat.
I don't need meat, so I'm vegetarian. Justin's goal is to convert me back. Yeah, sorry.
I've heard the story.
Pescatarian.
I've heard the story of him trying to. He's made me eat beef, which I don't eat. I don't eat any beef or pork. But it was alright. It was a nice meal he made.
Yeah. Justin
His
can
cooking's
cook.
good.
Yeah.
We're gonna praise you, Justin.
Enjoy this one time in like
Yeah.
3 years of praise, 4 years of praise. But no. I mean, I think your cooking is good, and that's why I'm open to trying meat and stuff as well when you cook it. But I never cook with meat, and if I do cook with meat, it's like veggie meat or veggie alternatives and stuff, which I like.
That's not true. Once you bought chicken, and I was surprised.
Okay, I bought chicken once just to try it. I mean, it was actually one time.
But did you know how to make it? Like, or did you follow like a specific recipe, or did you swing it?
I just put it in pan and like.
Plain. Are you okay?
No.
Clearly.
Okay, no, to be fair, it was deep fried. Like it was already deep fried.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It was like battered and stuff, so like it was like fine. I mean, yeah, I used sauces and stuff with it, and then made like a salad with it and shit. But
Okay, you're forgiven for now.
for now, yeah.
For now.
No, I mean, I don't. I have caught myself eating meat every now and then, and that kind of started with me being like self-diagnosing myself with iron deficiency, because there was a time where I just like didn't really have energy. I was always tired, and I'm like, I do sports, I go outside, I drink enough and stuff. It's probably the fact that I don't eat.
Drinking of apple juice.
I do enough that I shouldn't feel tired all the time. Yes, I work a lot, but that's a different issue. So I kind of self-diagnosed myself with iron deficiency, and at first I bought prune juice. Do you know what prunes are?
Yeah.
And I bought prune juice because that has a lot of iron.
Ew.
Did that for like once or twice, and then like, no, this doesn't taste great. So I'm not like the liquid itself is like a deep brown liquid and doesn't look very appetizing. And I'm like, this is not worth it. And then somehow my thinking went to, well, I'm just one person out of billions of people. Nothing's going to change if I'm the only person not eating meat. So I might as well eat meat
Occasionally.
Yes, every now and then. So I'm now in this like mindset that if someone cooks for me, like Justin, like other people, and they make meat, I'll eat it. But I don't really cook myself with meat. I just tried it once.
I just really gotta think about what I gotta say.
Go on.
All right, I won't judge you.
Oh, okay.
That's very hard for me to say.
Go on.
I don't care if you're pescatarian, vegan, vegetarian.
Oh, I know where this is going.
I don't care. You can. I don't like. It's not like, oh, you don't eat meat, you're weird. That's not the case, right?
Don't turn your back to me.
You said this is.
I love how you're talking to me, but your back is turned to
just
me.
like-
I'm
The audience.
okay, so I know you don't like me, but blah blah blah.
I'm talking to everyone out there. Okay, no.
Just not us. Just not us.
Yeah.
We are irrelevant.
Yeah, we're just not a part of it anymore.
Yeah. So. No.
Well, welcome to the podcast called Justin is International.
Justin International.
With poop stories.
Yeah. Once every podcast.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. I won't judge you.
Clearly does.
That means you're gonna judge me.
As long as you don't intertwine with me and affect me. Like, for example, if I'm eating with a vegan, if you complain about how how brutal it is that I'm eating meat, then I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I'm never in that way gonna
not
judge
saying
someone
you,
for eating meat. I know, I know you're speaking generally, but in my head, you can eat whatever you want. That's your choice, and I'm not gonna be upset if we're eating together and you eat meat and I don't eat meat, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not eating the meat, so why should I be upset that someone is sitting next to me eating meat? Like it's not entering my domain, I guess.
You're just chilling, man, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly,
That's
I'm
yeah.
fine. So-
Some people are extra, that I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
the extra
there
people
there are some people that are like, oh my god, you cannot cook meat in this kitchen because we're vegan or
How
whatever.
could you have that on your plate? Why this,
Exactly.
that, this?
I've seen a video of people, like vegans, bringing fucking roses to like a grocery store to put on the meat.
Oh,
For
that's
the
a new
dead,
one.
like a tribute for dead animals.
I've never heard of that.
No.
I've seen videos of it. I don't know if it's satire or not, but I
Oh,
think it's.
have you seen the
pretty-
most famous one where the lady undresses herself and places herself in front of a window or something like that?
Yeah, free meat.
yeah, literally. She was pretending to be meat.
Well,
And she put plastic around herself and she was like, this is my manifestation. I can't remember when, it exactly was.
well, my philosophy on eating is
Eat a lot.
yeah, and healthy.
like meat is great. Yes, it is bad. Like obviously, I won't disagree the fact that it's inhumane to kill these animals and just to farm them. But in the same time, I feel like you just gotta eat, if you get what I mean. Like yeah, it's brutal to kill them in different ways in such a way, but to me, as long as it's fast and easy. But for example, is it duck liver? I feel like that's a bit ass because I've heard that. I was watching a documentary the other day, like they're force feeding duck like highly fat
Yeah, so they
content
can be-
just to farm the duck liver, which is they're delicious. But
So when you buy meat, do you look for certain types of meat?
The cheapest.
Or yeah, I mean we know Justin's
I'm
cheapskate,
actually, no.
but
When it comes to meat, no.
but with meat you know how there's organic and other stuff. Do you look for meat options that are better in the sense of where the animals have gone through less pain, torture, whatever?
I don't give two shits about that.
You're going to be cancelled right here, right now.
No. I go for meat quality. And I would pay a good £200 for a good A5 steak if I can. Okay. Let's say I'm a supermarket. Depending on what meat I buy, I genuinely just think of what dish I was gonna cook that day. Sometimes I feel like, I've had too much pork, then I would go for chicken or steak. I rarely cook steak because it's a very specific meat to cook, and in kind of my culinary style, there's not really involved with
Sorry.
steak a
I
lot.
just-
Steak is also like a hard dish to
Yeah.
perfect, and I feel like there's enough steak houses and steak restaurants out there that
'Cause-
have it down to a T, and where it's worth going to support them and going to eat there.
But I feel like steak is just one slab of meat, and then you try to cook it medium rare or something like that. Obviously, there are a lot more like different ways, like pho, like Vietnamese pho, as well as just hot pot, where it's just thin sliced rolled beef, which is pretty good. I like to do that. I like to add a bit of rolled beef in my breakfast every morning. Yeah, I cook a lot with pork because it's easy to marinate.
That's your to-go-to, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my go-to. But usually I would buy like, when Elise was here, I would buy like a whole chunk of it, like a whole block of it, and I would cut it and spread it to eat it for the week, basically. But then at one point I was tired of pork because like I had foul pork in my fridge and I just sick of smelling it. One time I chucked, because like I buy it with the skin, so I had to cut it and chuck it in the bin, right? But then after a day, it stinks. Like you see the fat actually melting.
Was that when you got the little buggers?
Yeah, I've had a lot of maggots in my bin before, and it's disgusting. Like one time, it just rolled out of my fucking mouth. I'm like, oh.
See, this is why you don't need to eat meat, because then you don't have those problems.
Yeah, but you need to have separate bins, just.
Yeah. Well, no, like now I just discard the stuff directly. Like immediately, I just what?
You need to have separate
Where?
bins.
No, so I have my bin in my room, but if let's say I have a skin that I don't use, I just chuck it in the accommodation bin. Like right
You just
away.
go to.
It's like not my problem anymore.
So you walk through the whole building, but like just some skin.
I always try not to bump into someone in the lift. Like, oh, this is just pork skin. Don't worry about it. But no, yeah. I would go to chicken. Lately, I've been having chicken breast because I guess I'm trying to eat slightly healthier. But it doesn't help. I'm still marinating my meat a lot. But yeah, like it depends on what I'm trying to eat and what I plan to cook. To me, meat is just premium. But it's kind, I don't know how European household does it. In Hong Kong, a plate of meat and some rice. That's your like your usual of how you plate, right? So it's kind of the concept of, what do you call the like veganism? Is it
Vegan. It's got no like meat whatsoever.
Yeah, so
Like,
that kind
only
of concept is not
ingredients.
quite popular back at home. So, because it's kind of like imbued in our lifestyle, and as well as I was talking to Elise before as well. She's like, "Oh, I've never really had like savory breakfast before, plus like a heavy breakfast." Because our motto is fast, easy, delicious. Not necessarily healthy, but just get you through the day. So usually I like to have like noodles as well as some meat on the side, or even just rice in the morning. That's something you could do, which to a lot of Westerners it could be a bit too filling. But again, it's that cultural sense of like how you brought up as well as your habits that varies depending on who you are and where you come from.
Yeah, fair enough. How was food growing up for you? Like, I mean, it's a very weird question. I know,
No,
but
it's
like,
fine. In
like,
Poland,
'cause
in
Poland
Poland,
is
'cause
European.
they're very meat like. If you were to come and visit Poland, they'll be like, you're vegetarian, fine. They'll still like mix in some meat with it, be like, oh no, but that's fine. That's a bit of less meat. It's fine. It's just a sauce. It's fine. They'll just give you grass. They'll just joke about it being grass. That's all you'll eat, because you have to have meat on your plate in Poland.
Yeah, I mean, so when I went skiing recently in like December, January time, I had to eat meat. Like the skiing huts in Austria and stuff, they have vegetarian options, but
They had to get you through the day.
yeah, and also like you don't want to eat the same thing for a week on end. I don't want to eat the same like pasta dish every single day. And there's usually like only something called Käsespätzle, which is like small pasta with like a lot of cheese sauce. Sorry, really good, and I really like it. But it's the kind of dish you can only eat once or twice a week, and not like day after day. So I did eat meat then, and like.
But you were fine.
But it's fine. Like it's not like I hate meat just because I haven't eaten it in a while. It's like weird to me. No.
I don't think you would like. There is another traditional Polish dish.
Mm.
It's I don't know what blood it is though, from what animal. I'm sure Justin would try it just out of curiosity. It's like a thick soup of blood.
Oh, because in hot pot we have duck. I mentioned this to you. We have. I've never tried it. I don't think I'd like it as well. Like we have in hot pot. There's a thing called duck's blood, which you can just dump it in and eat. Which is kind of like it's kind of weird because it's Play-Doh texture. Not as thick, but like you can. It's like
Play-Doh. Yo.
But it's so weird. I've never thought of trying it, but I mean I'm all for trying food really. I'm not gonna talk about this.
I've tried it as a kid once, the soup, and it wasn't nice. I cried.
I'm willing to try dog meat.
Oh, already back to
Cancel me, right?
controversial back again.
You and your controversy.
Okay,
He loves it.
Okay.
He thrives on it.
Let me ask you. To me, just because an animal is domestic doesn't mean is I don't know, like it's meat anyways. We're eating. If you think about it, we're eating animals already. I know like dogs are more domestic pets and more empathetic, but at the end of the day, they're also an animal. That's how I think. Not necessarily saying I would eat dogs 24/7, right? That's the racist saying that Asians eat dog, but I'm just ever so slightly curious.
Ever so slightly.
I feel like in a lifetime, you should at least try stuff.
You should try. I feel like domestic animals in general, because we've been brought up like this. It's only like survival mode.
Yeah.
That's the only way and the only matter.
Yeah, but see, dogs is a weird topic because like. Yeah, dogs are domestic pets, and like dogs are known as man's best friend and stuff.
Yeah, that's like a family member.
Yeah,
to me, no one said you can't eat your best friend.
Oh shit! We're just
okay, guys, I'm gonna leave now.
If we go missing,
all right.
I'm just skin and bones.
I mean, so to Justin, we're all just meat and bones. We're not different from chickens or cows or whatever.
Your bones would make great broth.
All right.
Scary.
Yeah, scary. And I think.
No. But in the sense of the willingness of trying stuff, like in general, I'm talking about not even just dog meat. I'm saying the sense of trying. Would you try insects?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why can't I try dog meat?
I'm not saying you can't try it. I mean, go for it. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm just saying that's a bit of a weird thing for me,
So, again, everyone has their limits. I agree. I don't think I would try certain meats as well. Sad.
Justin's too loud, according to my watch.
That's good. Voice out my opinions. I don't know. Like there's certain things that I feel like I wouldn't try, like skydiving. I wouldn't try skydiving.
You wouldn't?
No.
I would love to do that.
I feel like it's just like there's a chance of you dying. Like it's like eating fugu. Pufferfish. Some people really try it, but I've heard people saying it's so bland. So I don't see a point. Like there's a chance of you dying, like getting poisoning.
Yeah, but there's fun in that.
Huh?
That's funny. There's fun in getting poisoned.
Sure.
I don't agree with that. See, that's the
I
same
wouldn't
with
try a
eating dogs.
pufferfish though.
You wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't try it though.
Okay.
Yeah, but skydiving, okay, I see is dangerous, but it's also a controlled environment. So somewhat.
Somewhat. They're experienced members.
I think what you should do is do like indoor skydiving. I've done it. It's really fun.
I've done it before.
All right, well then just go normal skydiving.
It's just I'm too heavy.
There you go. Excuses, Justin. Excuse after excuse.
That's because of all the meat you eat. So stop eating meat.
There you go.
I'm proud. For all my meat lovers out there, you need to try Wagyu with Kobe beef. Fucking hell, that shit melts in your mouth.
Nice.
All right. Commercial for Wagyu.
I'm not sponsored yet.
Yet.
I'll be the spokesperson one day.
All right. You're all this food talk is now making me hungry, and I haven't had dinner yet.
Yeah, let's eat dogs.
Cancel.
Let's not eat dogs. Let's just eat normal food, please.
What's normal food? Would you eat a deep fried tarantula?
No.
Why not?
They're weird.
Huh?
They're weird.
Hairy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's deep fried.
Yeah, still hairy.
You would if you can somehow.
Remove the hairs.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Shave
Like
it.
shave it. Be like in their kitchen with a razor. Be like,
Yeah, let me just stretch his legs. No, but in Tokyo, there's a fucking Michelin star restaurant of insects. Anything made of insects.
fair enough, but
I wouldn't.
I don't know if I'd go or if I'd try it. It's a very like.
Is insects vegetarian?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is actually a really good question. I want to say no because it's meat and it's animals technically,
Yes.
but also.
Also,
I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. That is a good question. We could just Google that and check that.
would that be about
Phone.
There
Give
you
me
go.
your phone.
the butterfly effect? Would that be the case? You reckon?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna look it up. You guys,
Yeah, Google it.
keep talking.
Yeah, I
Bugs.
mean, I was just saying I'm hungry. Have you eaten dinner yet?
No.
Are you hungry?
I thought he was gonna bring snacks. He didn't bring anything.
Yeah,
Just
I
bought
thought-
apple juice and I'm like, okay, apple juice. Ain't no snacks on them. We had the
Justin
cookies.
letting us down.
Yeah,
once
exactly.
again.
I thought I was gonna get like a red carpet and everything.
Yeah,
the red
I mean,
carpet.
I mean, you'd think it's International Women's
Yeah,
Day
exactly.
and
Where is
just-
my special
Justin-
treatment? No
I mean-
special treatment.
Yeah, guys.
Disappointment.
Justin's just not a good host. I mean, I am
You
a host.
guys are both
I am a host as well.
Exactly. Don't blame it all on him. They're very bad.
Okay, sorry. All right, here we go.
It's so bullshit. It just says it depends.
Depends on what though.
Depends on personal preference.
Wow.
That's so BS.
Wow. Okay. No.
Put it in the comment section. What do you think?
Yeah,
Have a debate.
Let us know what you think on a YouTube video, and if you want to let us know what you think, if you're only audio listeners, you can send us an Instagram DM or whatever. Yeah, I mean, what is it at Justin Kwan?
JK.guitar. What about you?
Yeah, JK.guitar and Casper Constantine,
How do you
both
spell
with
it?
a C.
Casper.
CASPARCONSTANTIN.
Cool.
There you go. Anyway, I think we'll conclude for tonight.
Oh, that went fast.
It was a very good episode, very long episode, but very insightful episode.
Bugs.
Bugs,
Bugs.
whatever else, wasps,
Yep.
food,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff going on in this episode, but it was good, and yeah, let us know if you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh yeah, there you go. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah.
For
This is so weird
our
to say.
for our for our audio only listeners, stay tuned for the next episode, and
I swear I burped at least once every fucking episode.
probably
You will soon have a compilation of your just Justin.
yeah. No, I guess that's all there is to say. Thank you very much, Monika, for being our lovely guest on this episode. Happy International Women's Day again.
Still no red carpet. I'm disappointed.
No flowers, no red carpet.
Nothing.
We were not well prepared.
Wow. That's apple juice, bro.
Cheers to International Women's Day.
Get your water out.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Wait, I'm gonna think. There we go.
What happens if you identify as a woman?
Let's not go there. All right,
Stop
guys.
the podcast now.
All right, guys. Have a lovely evening, day, what time of day it is for you. Thanks, Monika.
No problem.
Thanks, Justin. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Let it go.
And there's the
Let it
scene.
go.
And there's the scene.
Can't hold it back anymore. Too much. All
mics.
right, no echo. Let it go, let it go. Turn around. I forgot the lyrics. I don't care.
I've got you, bro. I got you. There you go.
Like you're going to say, let the star rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.